Game fives are always traditionally huge in a series. The team that wins game five, like wins 80% of the series when it's 9-2. You guys have had experience of this. You had that experience last year in Vancouver. Just maybe can you give us a thought on the mindset coming in here, having tied the series, and the importance of this game?
Obviously, very important. Game five, not only that, but we have to win at least one game here, and ideally beat game five. And I think where the mindset is to come out with a strong start and not trail early. And, obviously when you have the lead, it's a lot easier to play the game from there. But I think it's important for us to play with the same desperation and hunger that we have played when we were trailing.
What are you seeing on the special teams? Because the battle seems to be switching. They were kind of dominating early on, and now last two games your power play's kind of got going, your penalty kill is being effective. What have you seen in that regard?
It's a lot of it. It's such a short-term thing to say that things are working, not working, because you just look at the goals for and against, and obviously there was a huge advantage to LA in the series early, but it's going to work itself out. I think our guys have done an excellent job of capitalizing on their chances. Later in the series, these last two games, 4 power play goals. First game, I thought our power play was pretty good. The amount of opportunities we had some great opportunities to score goals, and they didn't go in. Second game, I thought maybe we didn't execute very well. But I think with our guys, and we've seen it throughout the regular season, where we go long stretches without scoring goals, and it's just a lot of it's luck, a lot of it's goaltending, not being able to put it in. So, I think with the fact that we've scored a couple goals, hopefully we can keep that momentum. We should be feeling good about that. And hopefully we can, dictate the play a little more and draw some more power plays so we can be on that power play, because obviously we know how good it can be, especially in the postseason.
Kris, I know you did play the Kings a couple times at the end of the regular season in April, but did it take a little while to kind of get used to their 5-forward power play, and what adjustments did you maybe have to make to, it's a little bit of a different look with them operating a lot of
Absolutely, it's a different look. It's, they've had typically a right-handed shot at the point, whether that's been Clark or Doughty, mostly Doughty in the years past. And now you've got a forward back there, but he's also a left-handed shot. I think also a lot of not only the personnel that's being different. I think Kuzmenko's changed the look of that power play also. So we've had to make a lot of adjustments. And, I don't think our pre-scout and our plan has changed that much since game one than it has in game going into game five. But, I think the fact that we killed all our penalties the other night was, just the details of where our sticks are, but also I think puck clears, not giving those second opportunities, I think was a big change also.
I know you understand you have to play kind of desperate going into those third periods when you're down a goal, a couple goals, whatever the case. But is that the style you want to try to play more, from the start of the game onward, or is that kind of more game dependent that you're playing that desperate?
I think with the amount of guys that we have, we've got a lot of good hockey players, and I don't think we have to worry about tiring out. I want the mentality of us all always pushing, and we're skating. If we're standing still, it's just not as, it just gives them time and space to make plays, and you're not forcing them into mistakes. I think we can pick up the urgency. I think we can skate a lot faster, and it just plays to our advantage.
Can you confirm your starting goaltender for tonight?
Galvin is our starter.
And what have you liked out of his game over the last two outings?
I think he's made some big saves when we needed it, especially in the second half of the game, in the third period, in game 3 and 4. LA had some chances to put the game away, and Picks made some big saves to give us the opportunity to come from behind and ultimately get those wins. But I like that nothing's phased him. I think he's given us solid goaltending and making really important saves at key times.
Traditionally, this Edmonton-LA matchup is, as you play on, we get a 2-0 game. We get a 2-1 game. It boils down to some tight defensive battles. There's no sign of that happening yet in this series. Do you see that coming?
Well, I definitely would assume that the goal scoring would go down. It'd be pretty hard to think that it would stay as high as it has been over these 4 games, especially two teams that take a lot of pride in their defensive play and keeping the puck out. So I would imagine that there'll be some 1-0, 2-1 hockey games later on.